Hi, welcome back to Philanthropy Porch Ponderings. I'm Lisa Shamola, coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, on my front porch. And we've talked a little bit about Fablanthropy, which is the name of this YouTube channel. It's also the name of the consulting firm, blog, website, etc. that I run. And we've talked a little bit already on the channel about my personal background and how I got here to be sitting on my porch in New Orleans chatting with you. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about just what Fablanthropy does, specifically working with organizations and individuals to help maximize that intersection of fabulous and philanthropy. So before we jump in, just a few reminders: like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel. There's a bell icon. If you click that, you'll get a reminder every time we upload a video. The goal is to have a video here every week with some chat about something in the philanthropic world. If you have something you'd like to hear about, please put that in the comments below. And with that, we'll talk a little bit about just how Fablanthropy can work with you. And so if something you hear today resonates, let me know, whether it's for yourself or maybe a colleague, you know of another organization or an individual that might benefit from some of these services and this collaboration, and we'll go from there. So I had mentioned in one of the earlier videos that at Fablanthropy, we really like to focus on the long-term impact in an organization. I think if we've learned anything this year, and here we are at the end of 2020, it is expect the unexpected, be prepared for the rainy day. And there are some organizations that were very ready for that. Great endowments, maybe some long-term reserves. Other organizations, not so much so. And that's okay. We can take what we learned this year and grow and move forward. And one way to accomplish that is through gift planning, otherwise known as planned giving or legacy giving. And if you have not implemented this in your organization, that is certainly something we can work with you on. And oftentimes when people think of planned giving, they think simply of bequests and estate giving. And that is one of many ways that donors can help shore up the long-term legacy of your organization. The interesting thing, and there is research out there that proves, once donors start thinking about putting you in their estate plans, they will then begin to open their mind to the idea of making current gifts, major gifts and things like that, out of their assets and not just out of the cash that's readily available to them. And that is where the real wealth in this country sits. So whether you have no planned giving strategy, maybe you started a strategy a couple years ago and you've put it aside, or maybe you have a vacancy and you need someone to help in the short and long term while you fill that vacancy or until you're able to fill that vacancy. This is something we can work with you on. We can jump in at any point in the process and help you figure out how to implement planned giving principles into your philanthropic plan. So whether you want to just get the starting and just get a few things in there, or whether you have a pretty well-developed program and you're looking to really take that to the next level, all of the components that go into that, marketing, communication strategy, segmentation, donor identification, all of it, any of it, that is definitely something that we can work with you on. Something else that is part of that, very closely related, is having a quality gift acceptance policy for your organization. If you don't have a policy that says what kinds of donations that you will accept, you could be offered anything. You could be offered a car, you could be offered a plane, and then what are you going to do with that? How are you going to deal with that? Do you even know what to do with that? So whether you have a policy already, or if you need one because you don't have one, that is something else we can help you with. It is a building block to a gift planning program, but actually, even if you are not moving very strongly into gift planning work, that is just a good thing to have in place for any nonprofit organization. So gift planning policy, number 2. So we've got gift planning, and then we have gift acceptance policy. Another project that we work on is storytelling. It's so important to share the stories of impact in your organization. How are your donors making a difference? And how can that inspire other donors? Because oftentimes if somebody is seeing the impact of a gift, they may see themselves in that story and be inspired to give. But maybe you don't have time to put those profiles together. Well, that is something that we can help you with. We are happy to work with you on the process interview the donors for you in conjunction with you, develop the story for print, online, social media, whatever format you need. Basically, it's as if you're hiring your own personal reporter. And as we talked about in one of the previous videos, I used to be a reporter, so we can definitely help with that. We also are happy to do any kind of trainings or workshops. You'll find as you start to watch the videos and subscribe to social media that we will do different trainings throughout the year. But if you'd like a custom training for your own organization, we're happy to do that. And the last service that we offer is targeted at individual executive or development directors, and that's one-on-one coaching. And that can be a variety of avenues are open up to you. You could be interested in learning more about gift planning yourself to be able to work on that with your donors. You might be going through a job transition and you want coaching through that transition, or maybe you're negotiating a job change and you want help with the negotiation strategy. We do individual sessions. We also do packages of sessions. And right now, everything is being done virtually on Zoom, so it does not matter where you're located, and we're happy to work around your schedule. So that's just a quick snapshot of all of the different ways that we can work with you. If you have a specific project where you're looking for Fablanthropic impact, let me know about that too, because we have done projects outside of that scope. And again, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to sharing knowledge with you throughout the year. Remember, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, and we will see you next time on Philanthropy Porch Ponderings.